Everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Logan, and I'm just going to give a little bit of an update. My last one was about my other channel I created, and I realize I haven't updated it all in a while on the trucking stuff. I did get one comment where someone was like, what's going on? No KMB anymore? Yes, I am still here at KMB. That is my trailer over there. I am here for a relay at a pilot in Michigan. I will be getting a load that is going to a Walmart distribution center in another state. And so I have some free time. I'm doing laundry. I want to have time to take a shower, but I don't know because I got a little nervous. There's a spot on the other side that is now occupied. But when I was sitting here and I was having a cigar, just enjoying my time and my day and, you know, whatever, a tow truck pulled up. Right? Pulled up and looked like it was backing into here. So I'm sitting here kind of nervous, like, oh shit, you know, because these places really are set up, and a lot of them have signs, no trailer drop, or they're going to be towed, right? But you go to those all the time and there'll be like 20 drop trailers and none of them move, you know? And I'd be like, of course, the day I drop a trailer, but not to leave it just so the other person can easily hook to it and go, they're going to tow my trailer. But then he ended up taking the spot next to it. And then when he came up, I'm like, hey, buddy, you're not taking my trailer, are you? And he's like, oh, no. I was like, you made me nervous. And I did get nervous. I'm like, oh, shit. Just what I need, you know? But anyways, I just want to give you an update. Yes, I'm here still at KMB. Yes, I'm still loving it here at KMB. I've been tired lately because I've been doing a lot of these relays in order to, you know, help move the freight along. This load is very early. It wasn't supposed to pick up till today at 5 a.m., but I was able to get it last night and drive it a lot of the way here. And so I woke up, you know, already in Michigan and to a relay because it's not due till tomorrow at 5 a.m. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to get here, I'm going to park somewhere, I'm going to do my laundry, I'm going to order some food, I'm going to have time to do those things that I can't always do all at once. And well, that changed, you know, because dispatch would be like, oh, well, you have 2 hours of free time. Well, I can get my laundry done, I can get something to eat, but there's no guarantee I can get my stuff delivered. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll have time to take a shower. I want to go in now and do it, but if the guy shows up, you know, I mean, he doesn't need me to be here, but if there's nowhere to park, he needs to be able to take this spot that I'm saving, right? So it's like, but my bag's ready, so I could always do it tomorrow. But the reason I don't have a lot of free time is I'm going to a Walmart. Now, Walmart distribution centers are very strict in that you can't be more than an hour early. Okay, so it's specific, and you can't be more than a half hour late. I'm never late to a Walmart. So I've never been late to a Walmart. I can't even think of any time that I've been late to a Walmart. Wait, there was once, but it wasn't my fault. It was the shipper's fault. It was a Cargill. And anyone's ever gone to a Cargill knows, you know. Nice people, nice place and all, you know, except for the smell because it's a slaughter yard type place and they render stuff down. I usually take the big old things of the meat parts to places that, you know, turn it into sausage and hot dog and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, yes, I'm still at KMB. Yes, I'm still happy here. I'm out on the road. I think I have technically I have another month to work and I can take time off, but I'm going to do just a couple extra weeks because I have a doctor's appointment that I tried to get last time, but the guy, he books. It's a specialist I have to go to. And so the soonest I could get was like mid-May. So that's when I'm taking my next home time. Instead of being out for 8 weeks and 10 days off, I'm going to be out for about 10 and a half. So I am looking forward to my next time off, although I'm really happy with, you know, the miles I've been getting and stuff. It's been really nice. I really enjoy my paychecks. Oh, if you've even made it this far, I did have someone respond in the last one about doing like a pay review, and I've never done that, and I feel kind of like an idiot. Like if you see it, you'll see, I'm like, what do you mean pay review? Like a paywall, like a pay whatever? Because I thought I was in my cigar channel looking at that, and it didn't make any sense in regards to cigars. Like, you want to know the price of the cigars? Like, I didn't know. And then I got a clue after 2 comments that I made. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. You mean proof of what I'm making here? Now, I've never done that for Prime. I've only ever talked about it, and up to this point, I still don't want to do it for here. This is because, one, not that I'm sitting here lying, okay, I'm making 70 cents a mile, and yes, I get those guarantees. If I don't get up to the miles and I haven't had any HOS violations and I haven't turned down any loads, I get my guaranteed 1,600, and that's been happening. But I don't like showing it because what I'm making compared to some other guys on the same team is a little bit less. And I don't want people to think you're only going to be making that. Now, I'm making less than they are because I have asked not to go into Jersey or New York, because that's all I did when I was in Tanker at Prime, and I needed a break. And so my dispatcher's been really awesome. They've all been awesome and not sent me over there. So because of that, they don't really send me past Ohio, because once you get past Ohio and you're doing those areas, a lot of those areas kind of like, I'm more likely to stay in that area and have to send me into New York or New Jersey to be able to send me back out west. That tends to be what happens, right? So I'm missing out on those extra miles that I would be getting if I would just be like, go ahead and start sending me. I don't want to go there. I've had enough of Jersey and New York City. I'm fine with upstate New York, but I had to do those areas with a tanker trailer, and they're smaller, they're shorter, and it was still a pain in the tuchus. It really was. So I've just needed a break. They've respected that, and because of it, I don't get as many miles as you can look to see. And I don't want you to not come to KMB if you've been thinking about it. If you're like, well, I want more than the 2,300 miles. You can absolutely get more than 2,300 miles. You can. If I say, okay, start sending me to Jersey, because you can always turn down New York without like losing out on your pay for this company, then I would be seeing even more money. And so I don't want to dissuade anyone or make them think that I'm not really making, like, that KMB isn't paying me what they're advertising, because they absolutely are paying me what they advertise. I just don't want to go to certain areas, and they are respecting my wishes, and I appreciate that. And any paycheck I get here has been better than what I was making at Prime. Me personally, not other people. I'm not trying to go to Prime. If you want to go to Prime, it's a good company. Okay? I did my time. I got my experience. Now I'm here getting more experience and more money. I have been able to save up. I have a little nest egg for emergencies now. Every time I go home, I can do stuff. I can afford to be home that long. I can afford to be home longer if I wanted to, but I don't want to. So it's been so nice here. And if you've been thinking about KMB, if you have a year experience in reefer unit specifically, you can apply. If you are fine with, a more night driving than probably you're used to, because they like to do that, and I like to drive at night actually. So if you're fine with a lot more night driving than your normal company would do, this is the place for you. If you like to run and make 70 cents a mile and work for 2 months straight, because to make the 70 cents a mile, you got to work 2 months straight, and then you get 10 days off, this might be the place for you. If you're fine with not doing the 34-hour resets, because they don't do them here, we run off of our recaps. If you're fine with that, give a recruiter a call. Give them a call. Talk to them. Have your questions answered. And if you're still interested, apply. If you want, you can use my driver code, BONLO, B as in boy, O-N, L as in Larry, O. I will put it down below. I'm in good standing with the company, so it could help. I know there are some companies it doesn't matter. I think with this one it kind of does. So there's that too. And then, but you don't have to. And there are other people in KMB. If you watch them, you like them better, use their code. It's okay, no pressure. But I enjoy working here. I think I'm a little annoying person on the phone with them sometimes. The dispatch has to just put up with me, I guess. But for the most part, I'm good. Now, there are people, I will say this, that when I was in orientation, if you've even made it this far, when I was in orientation, there was one guy on day 2, just before we got our trucks, decided, F this place, I'm leaving, there's too much micromanagement, okay? And to some people, it might be. For me, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I kind of like being told, okay, this is what we need you to do in this order, and they do it because we're doing recaps, so we have to be specific when we start and we stop. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Doesn't bother me. I'm not saying it's micromanaging at all, but some people might see it as that. Well, then you might want to reconsider. There are cameras here. I have my review. There are cameras here. The inward-facing one, the direct inward-facing one, is always off. They told us in orientation they'll never turn that on. However, there are some in the sides. They shoot out the sides, but they're kind of like angled. And someone made a comment, because I forgot to mention, that they are on an angle because they are shooting out this way, right? And so what we were told is the most they'll see of us is if our hand is up on the steering wheel up here. But they can't see us. There's no microphone. So it's got a camera going that way, a camera coming out these sides, and on either side, underneath the mirrors here, there's a camera shooting all the way back down the side. Now, if that's too many cameras for you, this might not be the place for you. Okay? But if you don't give a shit like me, and you're a good driver, so you know, they're not going. These cameras aren't going to condemn you. They're going to protect you. Give KMB a try. Call up a recruiter. I don't have any specific deal with any specific recruiter or anything here. So, but if you want, you can use my code. You don't have to though. No one ever has to, obviously. I can't force you, and I'm not gonna do that. I just, I'm happy here. And if people are looking for a change, this might be the place for you. So give a recruiter a call. All right, well, I think that'll do it for my little update here. I do have more, like another camera and stuff, but I haven't got around to practicing with it. So I think what I'm going to do is when I get home, I'm going to practice using it with my vehicle, make sure that I can actually edit the stuff, and then I'll be able to get some footage at least of me backing, because I would like to see more of an outside view of what work I need for my backing. I don't like run into shit or anything. It's not like that. But I always feel like I need to tweak it. I'm always having to correct myself a little bit here and there, but and also I think it makes for interesting footage. Also, I bet no one's made it this far because I'm not really that interesting, but I noticed Alex the trucking guy, okay, at least I'm pretty sure, unless it's Alex the trucker, but the dude who worked for Btransportation, and he's probably got the most subscribers of any trucker I've ever seen. He's back. He made a video. I have not watched it yet. He's back. I'm wondering how he's doing. I guess he took a year off. So his videos are some of the first trucking videos that I used to watch, probably about 3.5, 4 years ago, when I was deciding whether or not I was going to do this for a living. And while I was, studying and stuff, when I decided I was going to, I was studying so I could pass all my tests for my permit. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I just wanted to give a quick update. Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm just real busy, which is the way I like it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for checking in.